Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Because mommy's in a meeting, so you gotta be quiet.
Ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's see if we can make magic.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, what a move.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go,
let's go, let's go. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fields. It's complete to Cook. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
I mean, people that
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They try again with Cook. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's get some good stops, baby. See what we got.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out.
He's not talking to you anymore. Okay, baby.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 12. And it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
First drive.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30.
Ooh.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields steps away to his left. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Escaping the pressure right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
All right, let's
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Fields.
Wow!
And this one is incomplete.
Wow.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to work. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early. Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Brady.
Woo! What a play, Frank Will.
Down and incomplete. Quarterbacks work overtime manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
I don't know.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On play action, now Brady. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Brady to throw again. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hands it off out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd down and goal. Brady. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. From 8 yards out, and the Vikings have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady's throw there complete, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. from the end zone. Here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Brady now on 1st down. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. Brady now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And they'll try to get the spike off, but they won't do it in time. And that will end this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Well, here's Ryan White now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Got caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Brady now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Brady. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 41, Fields. He finds his man Johnson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt it. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. Third.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Fields trying to throw for it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action, it's Brady.
Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On first down, Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete.
O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll start by running the option to the right. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago!
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Harold Landry, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
129 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
On 2nd down, Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. From the gun, here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.